I'm going to be talking about the progression of my photo taking skills from my preliminary task to my music magazine coursework. Here was a photo taken for my preliminary task. The setting, as you can see around here, obviously a library, which would be appropriate for a school magazine. You can't really see, however, him in particular because the lighting is very poor and it has a yellowy feel to the look of the whole photo. Although I do obtain an awareness of style as he's wearing his school uniform. He does have a school badge on here, but again, because of the lighting, you can't really tell. It doesn't very look professional. It looks like a rubbish photograph, to be honest with you. It doesn't look like it's been taken by a good camera, a good angle, and little thought was obviously put into it. Although he does create a mode of address and does look directly at the reader, it's just not a good enough photo for a front cover. Although the style of magazine should be followed and was followed with a more decent photograph, but actually the layout needed to be set out better because the books on the shelf are messy. You've got signs up here. There wouldn't be enough room on the actual layout to put necessarily as much down here as you wanted to, but when it was taken in a better light, it was eventually a very good photo and was actually used for my preliminary task. Before coming up with this concept, I tried to take a photo of all students. However, it has a very messy approach to it, as they should have been in height order. It would have added more coherence, but with a group of people, it's also hard to take a photo with them all smiling and putting a nice face. But the lighting is a lot more of an improvement from the other photo, although it does not have a direct school feel to it yet, but it's definitely an improvement from before. But again, the page design, you wouldn't be able to, you've got too much room up here, you would only be able to have cover lines and that down here, which just really wouldn't work. And although they are all creating a mode of address, just not to the standard that would be needed. For my main coursework, I still enhance the indie pop feel here with her costumes and obviously a music magazine. She's playing a guitar. The lighting's good. However, the setting is just not perfect, as in the background you can see buildings and fences and wires, so it just doesn't add a professional feel to it. It's poor style, and it would be better suited as a maybe contents page spread photo or double page spread rather than a front cover. She's not looking directly towards the reader at all. This was my favourite when I first started taking photographs. However, as you can see, there is light above her head, which once you edited bleached the photo, although really it would have been perfect because she's looking directly at the reader, creating a mode of address. However, even the layout, I left no room for, although I could maybe put a title in there, the cover lines would have been really squashed. And also, look, you can see the doors and the cut off of paint, the floor, and it just doesn't look very professional. Also, the shadowing along here would have made it hard to edit. From these photographs, I have learned that you need to take a good photograph in the first place, as Photoshop can actually only do so much. Although it has an exhaustive list of tools, you need a statement photo from the beginning that would be used on the front cover of a magazine and would be professional. Otherwise it just won't work, as it does underpin the whole magazine, which was underestimated in the first place. And if I was to go back and do it again, I've definitely learned to take a great photo from the beginning. Otherwise it's just not going to work.